right, and we are live here for the SFA Season 10 College Football Playoff. We are in the semifinals, and it's Ohio State versus Texas A&M, the 6 versus the 7 seed, even though they weren't really upsets in that first round. If this is your first time ever watching or clicking on the channel, this is the SFA. We are an online dynasty ran primarily through Discord, but we stream on Twitch and we post everything to YouTube. The link to the Discord is in any of our descriptions or channel bios. Feel free to join. Join sooner than later because we're going to have probably about 30 additional coaches joining throughout the off season, so we're going to get close to 70 or 80 active coaches to start season 11. But yeah, this is super hype. Let me know if you can hear me. Tonight we know who the national champion is, so this is going to be fun. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to turn it on myself as well. Mango, can you hear me? Yeah, so we just saw Ohio State completely take care of number 3 Colorado, and then we saw Texas A&M have the best game day performance we have ever seen. So, okay, you can hear me. They scored 65 against Houston last night. But let's get started going over these rosters. So Ohio State coming back. They really did not pass the ball all that well. CJ Stroud is their quarterback. He did not have the best game. They didn't really even need to throw. They got up early and stayed ahead, mainly behind the running game, which is Mayan Williams. He had 3 rushing touchdowns in that first game and about 200 yards. He is currently the odds favorite to be the CFP MVP. But this team is super deep at wide receiver. You got Tyron Jefferson, the SFA player, Emeka Egbuka, who's really had a down season considering he's almost always super involved on these game days. They also have Peter Parrish. He had the best game of the 3 in that first one. Tim Bowen had a massive game, and then Trey Burton is an SFA player. Their line is pretty stacked across the board. They got the award winner there, Whippler, Donovan Jackson, Josh Fryer, and then JT Tuilamoa. He had 3 sacks against Colorado. He is a dark horse to get CFP MVP. If he can keep it up and keep Eli Stowers in check, then they may be going to the national championship. You got Cohen on the other side, and then Tyleik Williams and Ty Hamilton here in the middle. And then at linebacker, you got Downing and Richard mainly. Vegas Mercury, you're not going to see really. He is an SFA player, though. And then on the edge, look at this. If you guys want to make a deep run, you need a good corner class. And look, they got Watts, Cavallos, Burke, Johnson. Derwin Rainey, their SFA player, is all the way down here. And then they got Jantez Dunn, and they have Court Williams, who did have a pick in their first game against Colorado. And then the kicking situation, they really don't have that great of a kicker. 71 power is not all of that. But Ohio State's trying to get back to the national championship for the 3rd straight year. They have not won one. They've lost 2 years in a row. So they're just trying to overcome that hump, and this is going to be a massive one, or a massive hurdle. Eli Stowers in Texas A&M. This man had 260 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground in the 65-35 smacking of Houston. He didn't really throw the ball. He didn't have a rushing touchdown, or a passing touchdown, I mean, but he popped off running the ball. And LJ Johnson as well, he had over 200 yards, and he had a touchdown himself. So the running game is going to be on display for this team. And they have a really good receiving core that we just didn't really see. We didn't see Moose Muhammad. We didn't see Yolkeith Brown hardly at all. He was my player to watch. But Demon Demas, he did have a decent day. And then Devin Price had a touchdown on the ground. But Coach Skook, he may have to rely on passing the ball if they get down early. They do have an SFA backup tight end, just like Ohio State, Matthew Brown. Their line is pretty similar in strength to Ohio State's, and their defensive line is also similar. Adelier, he had 4 tackles for loss against Houston, so we'll see if he can continue. And then Dallas Walker, McKinney Jackson, they both had sacks. And Jarrell Washington's their linebacker, and Dennis Butler. They didn't really have to do much against Houston. They only gave up a couple massive plays and then, kind of just coasted. But they have SFA player Solomon Geraldo at the cornerback position in the slot. If you're wondering why I point out the SFA players, those are the ones that you can recruit through the Discord, and they are just pretty much inherently better. They are the ones who make huge plays and are the reason why some of these users do go so far. Mark Goins, he had a sack actually from the free safety blitz position, and then Jardin Gilbert. Their kicker, they do have the kicking advantage, so he is 99 kick power, but that accuracy is really bad. We did see him miss one against Houston, but yeah. So I think anybody would pick Ohio State just looking at this game, but then if you only look at the last game, then you have to ride the hot hand and go Texas Tech. Definitely better than 6 and 7 seeds would indicate. Coach Skook, if you're here, let me know what you want to wear. These teams are actually very even, 99, 99, and 95. So while I get my thumbnail here for the highlight video. And remember, everything is uploaded to the Discord, upload to the Discord, and also upload to YouTube for later use, or just like history. And then also, if you do watch the streams live, feel free to just use your Twitch Prime. It's free, and then you avoid ads because we are affiliated. But before I get into like uniforms and stuff, let's throw out the prediction. You can use channel points to get rewards in the server. Not player rewards, but just additional things. Well, you have to connect it to an Amazon Prime account. So it is free if you have Amazon Prime, which most people do, or their parents do. All right, so you got Ohio State, and then you have Texas A&M. I mean, it's not really a try. Yeah, it's free if you pay for it. You have parents that pay for it. I mean, most people have Amazon Prime anyways, so might as well use the benefits of it, right? So, okay, Ohio State or Texas A&M, you have 2 minutes. But yeah, yeah, exactly. Who the hell doesn't have Prime? All right, the prediction is live. Skook, what jersey would you like to wear? You get the you are the only user, so you get the benefit. If you want to wear home jerseys, you can. I think we went through it, and you don't really have much. You have the white helmet and then just a bunch of different jerseys. Give me white everything. All right, so you want to go back to the white. We'll give you the same thing that you did last time here, last night. And then that means Ohio State here. They're going to rock their regular. I'm going to give them their playoff reds. Yeah, we'll just give them their regular playoff ones. All right. Ooh. Yeah, bet your channel points. Like I said, oh man, 30K is on Ohio State. So nobody is plugging Texas A&M. Somebody just laid a massive amount there. 30K going to Ohio State. That's wild. So people have a lot of points swinging around. Oh wait, everyone's picking Texas A&M? I can't see which one. All I see is 5K versus 30. I don't know which is which. So everybody is hoping for a Texas A&M landslide, I guess. Oh, you put the 30K on yourself. Got it. well, you could pick up a pretty penny or you could lose it all in a heartbreaker. This is definitely going to be more fun than I thought it was. I think we all kind of figured Ohio State was just going to run through this side of the bracket, but I really think Eli Stowers and them are kind of for real. All right, so the submission is done. Here we go. We are right about an hour away from finding out one half of the national championship, as we got the number one defense, the number one rush defense there on the right. Texas A&M, though, coming off 585 yards of offense. And this is, baby, the granddaddy of them all. Yes, sir. The granddaddy of them all, Tyron Jefferson there. Ironically, you would think this would be in the Orange Bowl, and then the Michigan State-Washington one would be the Rose Bowl. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We don't go by the like tie-ins or anything. We go by distance. So Michigan State goes to the Rose Bowl. Or, sorry, to the Orange. Oh, did Skook Riz today? Nicely done. He asked her out at Disney. Are you at Disney right now? All right, can Texas A&M get it done today? I don't know, man. Seems we're on a collision course for the Big Ten rematch. Hey, it's a Latino. Let's go. The SFA supports Latinas. And our bottom line ads, obviously, Banks McBurnfinger later on tonight. He is the SFA Player of the Year and the Heisman. And then the bridesmaid, Ohio State. Like I said, they're trying to get back to the national championship for the third year in a row. They've lost the last two, so we'll see. All right, we're gonna start with the coin toss here, and Texas A&M's gonna kick. Let me know what you guys are drinking. I'm drinking my typical C4 energy drink, but I'm trying a new flavor today. We got orange cream here. And then I have the blue popsicle one for the next game day. All right, CJ Stroud coming out early here. They're going to run quick option to start. Probably not going to work when your own offense or the opposing offense runs this constantly. Michelot, baby. Yes, sir, Neil. Yeah, I don't want to get tipsy on stream. I might I might pop off a little too hard. You hear my sober pop-offs. Oh, and a quick strike. That's a Emeka Egbuka. And there's a flag. We don't get flags too often. And they're calling for a face mask. I didn't see one there on the tackle. It might have happened somewhere else. So a early mistake for Texas A&M. So that 20-yard pass turned into a 35-yarder. All right, Ohio State's cooking early. And a big boy run there for Mayan Williams for 9. I've never had the Liberty Pop 3D ones. I normally do the C4 Zero Sugar or any of the Zero Sugar ones. All right, CJ Stroud dumps it off quickly. That is Evan Pryor. He stays up. All right, so Ohio State, are we going to have another very high-scoring game today here in the semifinals? Yeah, that's the flavor of my one I'm having in the second game. It's the Rocket Pop, the blue popsicle, yeah. A handoff, and he is swallowed, but he somehow turns into a positive gain. 2 guys missed a tackle. So Texas A&M early, not looking as sharp as they were yesterday. Ohio State operating on a couple days rest. They played on Monday morning. Stroud, he keeps it here inside the 10, and touchdown, Ohio State. That looked very easy as Stroud gets in to make it 7-0. Yeah, it just must be these kind of offenses that are being run, Nick, because earlier in the season, same sliders, nothing's changed. It was kind of hard to see these teams run the ball, and we kind of had to watch people struggle to throw it. But when you get against these elite offenses, I guess they just fire on all cylinders. As here comes Eli Stowers, 5 touchdowns, 263 rushing yards last night. See if he can do it again. He is tied with Mayan Williams now for the most likely to get the SFA Player of the playoffs. And a clipping penalty. So Texas A&M, that's already 2 huge issues there. That wasn't very smart from Smart Chibuzo. God, why are these names so rough? Can't wait till we get all the names out of here, the IRL names. All right, four to the left on a 1st and 21. How often are you going to see that? As they go deep, and it's a 50-50 ball that's caught. Demon Demas. All the coaches are bald. That's the base. That is the base character. So a beautiful catch to start it out. And a beautiful conversion. Stowers, he's starting to cook here. Not sure if you guys heard that alert. That hurt my fucking ears. I got a Microsoft alert. All right, Stowers, he keeps it. He goes up the middle, follows the blockers for about 12. So Texas A&M, after an early mistake, they're right back in business. They're already inside the 30, and Stowers gets smoked there. And that was Tony Downing, the middle linebacker. I mean, they have really good players all over this defense, but the man to watch, number 44 on the defensive line at the bottom of your screen, JT Tualamoa, he wreaks havoc. Hand off to LJ Johnson, though. He finds room across, and he gets taken down one-on-one. You would have liked to see him break through that tackle, but it's a manageable 3rd and short here. Hurrying this up. They're going to throw it over the middle. And that is Demon Demas. Demon Demas has been by far their best pass receiver so far in these playoffs. As now they delayed handoff. There's LJ Johnson. We've barely seen Yokeith Brown or Moose Muhammad, so see if they can get more involved today. Man in motion. Johnson up the middle. That's going to be another 1st down. And now it's goal to go from the 8. A little halfback draw there. And they're going to do it again. And that is swallowed up. JT Tualamoa, his 1st tackle for loss on the day. Taken down for a -2. 2nd and goal from the 9.5. Texas A&M, they come out shotgun, 4 receivers, 1 running back. Stowers, he is going to throw it. Corner blitz. He dumps it off to LJ Johnson, who breaks a tackle, but he falls out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and goal from the 9. This is a huge opportunity. Nobody's covering Devin Price in the middle. And they're going to run a screen, and it's tipped off of his own guy's helmet. Incomplete. And Texas A&M is going to have to settle for a field goal. You cannot falter in the red zone against Ohio State. They came quickly, and Stowers just had to throw it out there, and the big-ass lineman got in the way. And that one just barely snuck in the upright. Oh, boy, Texas A&M flirting with disaster. Almost pulled a Western Michigan. All right, so Ohio State has an early 4-point lead and the ball. Texas A&M didn't put up hardly a fight at all in that first drive. So let's see if they can make at least some sort of a stop as Mayan Williams is running, and that is an easy 12. Not a good sign if they cannot even really attempt to stop the run. Emeka Ekbuka in motion. They're going to run triple option with him, but Stroud keeps it for 9. 2nd and 1 incoming.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
20 minutes into the stream, it already looks like Ohio State's rolling. And over the middle, he connects with Emeka Ekbuka, and he's running. He's inside the 20. There he is, 34 yards. This man always shows up, it seems, on game days. He's been quiet this season, but Emeka Ekbuka, already his 2nd huge catch on the day. Is this going to be his Rose Bowl? That is not a good sign for Texas A&M. If they get Emeka Ekbuka, I mean, we always know Tyron Jefferson does nothing because he was created by Jay Jettas. Oh, and Stroud is hit as he throws. This man is shaming Von Miller's number 40, but not on that play, as he got to the quarterback. So 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hands it off to the left, up the middle, Mayan. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's going to score. Mayan Williams, he fights through the safeties, and he takes a 14-3 lead. Brutus is loving it. Oh, boy. So look at this. 2 safeties, neither of them, they take each other out. Not what you want to see if you're a Texas A&M fan. Oh, boy. Ohio State, man, they look like they are hungry, my guy. Is this the Texas A&M that lost to Western Kentucky? That is the question. All right. Demon Nemus for 24. All right, Stowers. They got inside the 10. They stalled out. They're kind of due for a big play. Let's see what they can come up with. All right, they're going to keep it. He tosses it out. That's Demas, and he gets stopped. So Ohio State playing some disciplined defense. They're having JT Tuilamoa take the ball carrier and then just relying on their speedy defense to cover their tracks. Man in motion. Once again, triple option. They do get it off, and nobody's covering LJ Johnson Jr. He breaks one, and he gets to the 50. That is 25 yards. If you just keep running triple option, these spread option plays, it will open up eventually. Hands it off up the middle. And that's going nowhere. So traditional runs are not working here for Texas A&M, but they are a team that loves to rely on misdirection, option plays, and quarterback runs. So probably won't see too much of that as they do another one, and LJ Johnson gets brought down for a negative yardage. Tony Dowling shooting the gap. Yeah, this is the most money we've ever had on the line, I believe. We have $52,000. 3rd and 10 for Texas A&M. They need a conversion here. And it's another screen pass, and Tuilamoa gets there. Sacked Jacqueline Johnson as well. 4th and 21. The mid-screen on 3rd and 10. Where have I seen that before? Kind of wish they would have given that to JT Tuilamoa, but we'll take it. All right, so Texas A&M going for the punt. Evan Pryor on the return, the speedy running back, and he is swallowed up. So Ohio State, they have more points than plays ran. 11 plays, 14 points. They're on their own 29. They had a quick drive last time out. Texas A&M just needs to settle down. Their defense, and somehow they allow C.J. Stroud to escape and turn that into 9. That should have been a sack. He got stuck in his offensive line and somehow popped out of it. Oh boy, we're gonna need Texas A&M to kind of show up. We didn't really get to see what their defense was made of, as you know they played Houston. So definitely a shock going up in a competition against Ohio State. All right, up to the 44. Fresh set of downs here for Ohio. Handoff up the middle, and Mayan, he's not going anywhere, but he somehow falls for 2. That's what the great running backs do. They turn negative gains into somehow getting positive. All right, that is Peter Parrish in motion now, and Stroud is swallowed up. That looks like it was Drayden Norwood, the top cornerback for Texas A&M, making a big play. Yes, sir, the sacked for a first down energy, negative gains. 3rd and 10. Stroud, this is a big opportunity, and they somehow convert Peter Parrish over the middle, and he's still fighting. He gets 15. See, that's the hard part, the hardest thing about Ohio State, is they are a run-first team. If you can somehow get them in 3rd long, then all of a sudden you're facing a top 5 receiving core in the country. This team is so good. So they're already in plus territory as we are ticking away here in the first quarter. A lot of points. Hands it off. Mayan, he finds room up the middle. He runs over a man, then he hurdles him, and he gets 18. What a run. Mayan is feeling it here in the Rose. My God, he kills a man and then tries to hurdle 2 more. What's with the hurdles lately? I guess they know it's the playoffs, so they're putting their whole bodies on the line. And then Mayan again, and he gets brought down. What a tackle by the cornerback, Jaron Gilbert. That was a big tackle. All right. Will we get another play here in the first quarter? As we head to the end of the first quarter here, Texas A&M, who scored at least 14 in every quarter against Houston, only mustered 3. Ohio State has the ball. They have the chance to take an 18-point lead. That's Trey Burton in motion. And Stroudy breaks a tackle. That would have been going negative, and it takes 4 guys to bring him down for 1 yard. You cannot let C.J. Stroud start breaking tackles. If he's breaking tackles, it's done. Oh, yeah, dude, we've seen so many teams come back from 2 scores down. It's fine. Oh, and a massive stiffy. That man did a front flip. Mayan Williams showing off the strength. We got to know what PEDs he's doing over there. What a stiffy. That one definitely deserves a use of the emoji. As Stroudy's throwing it to the end zone, and he connects Peter Parrish for the touchdown. Wide open. Ohio State making an early statement. And this is what we were scared of with Texas A&M. They've struggled against the likes of Western Kentucky, LSU, and others. I think we saw them at their best against Houston and now probably at their worst. But there's still plenty of game. There's still plenty of time for Stowers. We'll see if this lights a fire under them. We know this team can score, so I wouldn't worry about, seeing if they can come back. It's just if their defense can start showing up. Split back set to start the drive. Hand it off. No, it's triple option. They get it off. Is the backup running back here who falls forward for 13. DeAndre Jackson, that's what you need. Basically for the one-day hype train, Dogwater. As DeAndre Jackson, again, the backup running back now getting some looks. And he has 2 good rushes to start, so we'll see if Texas A&M can muster anything here. We have yet to see Stowers really pop off. As he is yamming it deep here, he connects. That is Demas again. Easily, Stower's favorite target is Demas, as he's already has 3 receptions. And Texas A&M's inside the 35. Keith Brown in motion. And this is going to be a slip screen. Interesting play concept. It doesn't work, but that was kind of cool. They did like multiple slip screens in one play. Ryan Watts on the tackle. All right, split back sets once again. Takes the handoff. Stowers is going to keep it now. He finds a little bit of room. He does cut outside. Can he get the edge? Touchdown, Eli Stowers. He ran like molasses, but no one could catch him. That is a big dick run for sure, as he keeps his team in this one. We know this team can score. Just got to give them some room. He was not robbed of the Heisman, my guy. He barely made it as a finalist. He got like pity votes. That is his 6th rushing TD of the CFP, though. Leading everybody. He leads mine. He leads mine Williams by 2. Mine currently has 4. All right, hands it up. Mayan, he gets stopped. But the strange thing about Stower is he has yet to throw a TD, though, in these playoffs. So, I mean, as a quarterback, how can you win the award without throwing at least one? All right, well, Stroud, they come back. That was not the best play to start the drive. And a big blitz incoming, and it goes off the helmet of Tim Bowen, or Trey Burton, I mean. Lack of awareness there, miscommunication, and it's now 3rd and 7. So Texas A&M, they could get their first stop of the day. 3rd and 7. What's the play? They just hand it off to Mayan Williams, and he falls down. He trips over his lineman, and that's Tunis Adelier for his first tackle for loss. As Texas A&M gets a 3-and-out, so they're right back in this. Oh boy, this is definitely a heavyweight fight. All right, let's see. All right, Demas, he's returning it. He falls down for 13. Yeah, dude, these names are always rough for me. Adilier. First and 10 for Texas A&M. Stowers keeps it again, and no one's there. What are you guys doing? You know he's going to keep it. He gets 12. Stowers up to 50 yards rushing now. At this point last game, he was already up over 150. All right, man in motion. That is the tight end. Coming back, Bill Heath. Stowers, he takes off. He didn't like the look, and he gets sacked. Ty Hamilton with the sack that time. So JT Tuilamo has been quiet in these few pass opportunities. The right tackle may be clamping him a little bit. He's at the top of your screen there. All right, to fake that handoff there. Triple option. Is he going to pitch it? No, he breaks the tackle. Stower showing off the strength as he is taken down by the safety. He span out of that arm tackle. You can't do that, my guy. And Texas A&M's threatening. They're inside the 30. You cannot let Stowers get hot. The handoff to Keith Brown, his first touch of the day. And he only gets 1. He's not really good at carrying the ball. All right, split back set again. 2nd and 9. Stowers takes off. He didn't like the look. And he fights through one, but Tuilamo takes him down from behind. He gets 6. So 3rd and 2 incoming. Can Ohio State get another stop in the red zone? Moose in motion. They hand it off to the receiver, and he's speared. That's JT Tuilamoa giving Moose Muhammad the spear of a lifetime, the crown of the helmet directly to the fucking chin as they bring out the field goal unit now. Can Texas A&M get back within 1 score? And he missed it! Oh my! So Texas A&M's poor accuracy comes into play here. And they just to the left. Oh no! What a missed opportunity. So Ohio State gets the ball right back, and you cannot miss field goals against you can't miss field goals against Houston, man, or against Ohio State. 100 set, dude, that's so bad. You can't do that. And they're handing off to Mayan now. You get a 3 now. You have the chance to get this back to a game, and you miss the field goal. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, just take it out of your head there. 2nd and 7. CJ Stroud corner blitz. He gets it off. He gets it to Trey Burton, the SFA player, this redshirt senior. One of the last few remaining from the Season 5 class. Trying to get a ring. 3rd and 1. This is a massive play for Texas A&M, but they only have 5 in the box. And it's a quick screen pass to Tyron and Jefferson, and he can't get it. Tyron, 1 reception for -1 yards, having the true Calvin Johnson stat line. Oh my, a Jay Jetta's brainchild underperforming. Who would have thought? That's a good idea to literally anyone else. You throw that to Peter Parrish, he gets it. Throw it to Emeka, he gets that. Throw it to the fucking left tackle, he gets it. Tyron Jefferson, nah. Surprised he caught it. All right, well, Texas A&M gets bailed out again. They're running they're running the shovel pass. That was super weird. Stowers does his own thing. He somehow gets 9. All right, Moose back in motion. And he's going to get another carry after getting speared on the last drive. This time he goes down after a first down. Sorry. This orange cream C4 is going crazy. All right, another triple option. They get it to the receiver, to DeAndre Jackson. So they're getting the backup involved here. So Ohio State's just trying not to get beat inside, but then they're letting Stowers go to work on the outside. Not really sure if I like that strategy. And they run the shovel again. Stowers, he decides to keep it. Decent awareness for Stowers. We will say that. He's yet to make a big mistake in the option game. 3rd and 10. This could be a throw. Another screen, and that's a fumble, and it's recovered. JT Tuilamoa, he gets on it. Another Stowers fumble and miscue. Right on par. Commentator curse, call it what you want. Ohio State takes over. Sorry, Skook. No booth review. As they hand it off to Mayan Williams. To be fair, I said hasn't made a mistake in the option game. That was clearly a pass. Besides, why are they running all these screens? All right, 2nd and 4. We got 2 minutes left here. Mayan up the middle. He breaks one. He spears another. First and goal from the 5. Can Ohio State push this lead back up to 18? They hand it off up the middle. Mayan, he gets stacked. He's up over 100 yards here in the first. Jordan Gilbert again. Second and goal. They hand it to Mayan up the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. They push it back to 18. I mean, it's just one of those things where Texas A&M's had 2 opportunities. They've got 2 stops. Down 11. They had 2 stops, 2 opportunities, and they didn't take them. Missed field goal and then a fumble. And now they get burnt with a touchdown. This game could have been 21-20, could have been 24-21, now 28-24, but not. They've had 3 drives where missed field goal, settle for a field goal, and then a fumble. That's not going to beat Ohio State. If you're going to beat Ohio State, you have to score touchdowns, and you have to limit the turnovers and missed opportunities. 2 possessions here. Now, he does get the ball after half, so if they score here, they're still in it. Stowers, he does dump that off to the tight end, gets out of bounds. Bill Heath. Plenty of time to get a score. They are definitely not out of this, but they do need to start going. Stowers, he has some time. He dumps that off. Keith Brown, his first catch on the day. And that's a first. Clock stops. They're empty right now. Stowers going to throw it. He takes this one off, though. He cuts upside, and he's now cutting out. 16 yards for Stowers. I feel like I just had a brain aneurysm on that call for that play specifically. I don't know what I even said. So, all right, Stowers dumps that off. That was a bit of a duck, but Moose comes down with it. Clock is running. Now they take their first timeout. Stowers. Another dump-off pass, a wide-open man. This is encouraging for the pass game. They are cooking this deep cornerback room right now. I mean, I wouldn't say cooking, but they're finding separation. Minute and 4 left, plenty of time. The rush almost gets there, but he dumps it off. But clock's still going to go. They do take that second timeout, so 59 seconds, 1 timeout remaining inside the 45. Stowers takes off again. This could be another first down as he pushes. They're going to give it to him. Stowers for 5. You see, that was a big brain play as Tualamoa spun inside. He went outside. So you got Stowers dumping it off, and L.J. Johnson, he does the right thing there and just drops the pass. No reason to run the clock there unnecessarily. Their field goal kicker, he has 99 kick power, so they're already in field goal range, even though he's not very accurate. And Stowers cuts up the middle there. All right, he gets another 12. So it seems like Stowers, if he doesn't see it on his first 2 reads, he just runs. Which sometimes could be good, sometimes could be bad. But he's jamming it deep here. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Moose Muhammad III gets a foot in bounds. And Texas A&M scores right before half. What a piss missile from Stowers. That is huge. They definitely needed that. No review needed. So now they're only down 11, and they're going to get the ball back right after half. I mean, I would be fine seeing either team in here because, one, we get to see Skook choke a natty, a Mickey Mouse natty. And on the other hand, then you would get to see an Ohio State team lose a 3rd natty in a row. That's what I'm cheering for. I think that'd be so funny. Stroud, he throws it, and wait a second, yeah. 31 seconds. It looks like they're going to try to do something here, but they're calling that incomplete. I thought he brought that in. And Miss TC's calling me, so I'm going to go dark for a second. All right, we are back here. We didn't miss anything. No pick six like last time. Yeah, we can hear me. All right, cool. As now, wait a second. Texas A&M uses that timeout. They want the ball back. All right, so can Texas A&M cook something up here at the end of the first half? They're going to get in Hail Mary range as they get a pancake there. 15 seconds left. Plenty of time to get into field goal range, so this could quickly turn into a one-possession game. All right, Stowers, and he gets sacked. Man, that guy was shot out of a cannon, the corner blitz, and now clock is running. Jontez Dunn, the safety. They might get one playoff. This has to go to the end zone now, and they're yamming it deep. And he doesn't have any time on the clock right as they hit field goal range. And as we hit halftime, everyone take a deep breath. We're a half from knowing one half of the national championship as Ohio State is leading. And the Team of the Year stream is going to be after the Natty on Sunday. And BearCave rewards, I'm going to be posting them tomorrow. So Dogwater got first, Mike got second, and I got third. So you're going to be able to see who they are and pick the positions tomorrow. And then this SFA King of the Hill tournament, our debut in WWE, just for a little bit of fun. Probably will kick off tomorrow. I don't know. We got to check with Big Hawk. But that's going to be some fun and a fun little thing to do on the side and a way to settle server disputes in the future. I'd love to take Coco and bash his brains in with my Swanton. So we'll see how that works out. As we come back here from half, and very even on both sides of the ball, honestly. I mean, Texas A&M, they just had a few missed opportunities, a missed field goal and a fumble. Other than that, though, it's been pretty even both sides. Both defenses have proven they've been able to get a stop. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do your wheel spin after the streams tonight, Dogwater and VC. I'm not going to do it on stream, though. Just because I don't really want to mess with my CFP stream when it's actually working, right? I want to keep the settings how they're supposed to be. And we kick it off here. Texas A&M's getting the ball right back. All right. Can Texas A&M do something? They scored 65 yesterday. They're stuck at 17 right now. There's always a glitch on the kickoff for whatever reason. Is JT Tuolamoa? Oh my! And he gets the ball, his second fumble recovery of the day. He missed the tackle. Stowers makes an error. That ball went backwards. It's a fumble, and Ohio State takes over. He wrestles it away from L.J. Johnson Jr. Oh my God. JT Tuolamoa is him, my guys. He misses the tackle, but in turn that forces Eli Stowers to dink that ball off of the defender, and it goes backwards and he somehow gets it. That was such a big brain play. Are we going to see our first ever defensive CFP MVP? 2 fumble recoveries. If he gets a couple sacks here in the second half, we will see. But Ohio State, uncharacteristically 1 for 5. A free possession here. They need a touchdown. And they're just going to run a screen. So let's see, can Mayan do something here? He doesn't. So Texas A&M comes up massive. A bad bounce gets them in a tough spot, but they're going to maintain the 2-score deficit. As that kick is good. So the fumble only turns into a field goal. So Texas A&M, you can breathe a sigh of relief there. As that, honestly, that play didn't really hurt you all that much. I mean, 11 versus 14 sucks, but it's still 2 scores. And you're just trying to battle your way back. So let's pretend that last minute didn't happen. Demas in motion. They're going to run some shovel as he is still brought down by JT. He almost faked him out there. As Stowers is now right about the 100 mark on the ground. Second and 7. They're just going to run a regular handoff. No, Stowers keeps it. He has some room. That he faked out the commentator there. I thought it was just going to be a regular little HB base. Quick option time now, and no one is there, and Stowers down the sideline. How is nobody there on the quick option? I don't think we've ever seen that before. There's always a free rusher. A&M running this futuristic offense nobody has a stop for as they run shovel again, and they toss it out to LJ Johnson. And they're having a lot of success running to this side of the field. Running it away from JT Tuilamoa is probably a good idea. Second and 6. They're inside the 35. Another read option, and Stowers up the middle. He has a few men to beat, and he goes down inside the 10. Texas A&M threatening as Stowers now up to 150 yards on the ground. Inside the 10. Man is in motion. First and goal. They're going to do it again. Stowers, he cannot get there. He gets swallowed up. Jacqueline Johnson there. Second and goal from the 8. Ohio State has stuffed them a few times already in the red zone. Can they do it again? Second and goal. And he overthrows LJ Johnson. I'm not sure if he's trying to throw that away, but that was a poor throw. Third and goal. And Texas A&M themselves are 1 for 5, so both teams not really good on third down today. Third and goal. Stowers. He has some time. He's jamming it to the end zone, and it's tipped away. That's Downing, the middle linebacker, getting back in coverage. And Texas A&M's going to have to kick a field goal here. So now that another missed opportunity inside the 10. This is their second time settling for a kick. And they're down 11. So that fumble and field goal is huge now. So they have 2 drives now that have stalled inside the 10. They have a missed field goal, and then they also have 2 fumbles. So Ohio State's getting a ton of free possessions, free opportunities, I would say. Texas A&M definitely leaving a lot on the table today. A lot of meat on the bone, like how Dogwater eats his wings, probably. All right, C.J. Stroud, he has some time here. He throws that. That's a tight window. He fits it in. Tyron Jefferson for a first down. Stroud has only thrown it 13 times, and when they keep his throw count down, they normally are winning, as that might be a offsides call. No, they're not going to give it to him as Stroud gets 4 on the ground. He had to break a tackle there. Second and 6, and oh my, what a hit. He ran into a stone wall there. Tunmis Adelie, his second tackle for loss. I think that's his 6th tackle for loss in the CFP. Stroud just got smoked right there. So Ohio State now is 1 for 6 on third down. Both teams 1 for 6. Third and 9. They're pressing. They're bringing a blitz. And he converts. That's a Emeka Egbuka for 15. Fresh set of downs here for Ohio State. Emeka 3 for 69. Nice. C.J. Stroud. Tyron in motion. He comes in. This is a throw. And he dumps that off, and that's Trey Burton. He snags that one. He gets 3. Clock beginning to run. I'm starting to sense Ohio State's going to go into the time-sucking offense where they run a very long drive. Throwing it again. Stroud, he throws it outside, and he connects Tyron Jefferson once again. You don't want Tyron to start cooking. All right, inside the 30, right on the 27 here. 2 tight end sets, 2 running backs, 1 receiver. First handoff of the drive to Mayan Williams, and he cuts inside for an easy 14. Mayan knows that they cannot stop him. He's up to 5 touchdowns here in the CFP. Him and Stowers going back and forth. And Stroud's going to keep it. He gets an open lane. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once again, pushing it to 18 here in the Rose Bowl. They're rolling. All right, so it's starting to get a little late here. Skook, you need to start doing something. We know you can score a lot of points. We just need them to start happening. All right, it's crunch time now. Can Texas A&M get themselves back into this game? You need to rely on Stowers. He does have 2 turnovers today, unfortunately. You need some big plays. Ohio State travels well. LJ Johnson, he really hasn't done all that much today. He only has 50 yards. They hurried up. You got to run hurry up the rest of the way here. Got to create as much time as possible as LJ Johnson finally gets a decent run, 16 yards. And the hurry up is happening. All right, let's see if Texas A&M can turn it on here. And they're going to run a slip screen. We know that doesn't work. Why are you running it? Texas A&M's game plan today was running the ball in screens. We didn't really see them do hardly any screens against Houston. I'm not sure why they started that on. This Maple Mango is in shambles here in the stands, as he has the Texas A&M band on repeat in his ears. Stowers keeps it, and he falls forward for about 7. Man, this is a manageable 3rd and 5. Stowers, and he's throws that, somehow avoids the sack, and it's caught! Holy smokes, what a play from Eli Stowers! He spins out of a sack, throws it with JT in his face, and connects. All right, what can Stowers do here? Quick option, they get it off to LJ Johnson, and he falls forward for another 1st down. Definitely living on the edge. All right, 1st and 10. He goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Demas. Texas A&M. They might go for this now to go down 10. Wide open there. See what the call is. Coach Gookin, he's not going to go for 2. He's just going to stick with the 7. Yeah, that was a crazy play. That's going to probably make game day grades. All right, so Ohio State, they're up 11. Definitely not over here for Texas A&M. Shroud keeps it himself. He cuts outside. What a beautiful cut there. And that turns into a big 28-yard gain for him. He faked those safeties inside with that move, and then he cut outside with the block. What a beautiful display of ball carrier vision by the senior quarterback. They're in Texas A&M territory. This defense has to come up with stops. Or free possession. He just tosses that out to Mayan Williams, who breaks a tackle, turns that into 4. 3 tight ends on the field. They fake the handoff to Mayan. Stroud has all the time in the world. Wide open over the middle. And he connects with Graham Roth. I believe that's a 3rd-string tight end, if I'm not mistaken. Wide open. Nobody was there to cover him. What a weird play call. Definitely confused the Texas A&M defense there. Those guys over at the University of Texas Agricultural Mechanical are not very bright. Hands it off to Mayan Williams up the middle, and he gets inside the 5. All right, 1st and goal. They're going to try to push this lead back to 18. Quick option time. CJ Stroud, and he cuts inside. Touchdown, Ohio State, up to 45 now. We're going to have to, who's going to say it? Ohio State here is 20 points from breaking Texas A&M's record. They set the last game. Mango, that was a joke against Skook. UTAM. 45-27. Looks like Ohio State is on the verge of a berth to the national championship for the 3rd straight season. And they've been the favorite in every single one of those games. So we'll see who they play. If they play Washington, they'll be the favorite. If they play Ohio State, or if they play Michigan State, they will not be. We still have 11 minutes here. Game definitely not over, especially if Eli Stowers continues to run the ball. He's up to 173 yards on the ground. Plenty of time. This team obviously has been able to score in loads. Stowers, once again, just taking the ball himself. At this point, I don't think he knows what else to do. It's him against the world right now as he's up to 180. He's now over 500 yards on the ground, I believe. Or over 400 right now. And another screen pass isn't going to work. For whatever reason, I think the tape said screen passes today, and it's not working for Skook. Maybe SEC rival Ole Miss was passing him some tape from the ASU game. And JT Tualamoa spears Eli Stowers there. His 3rd tackle for loss. He has 6 total tackles, 2 fumble recoveries. A big game for JT. Except OSU can actually make the championship game. Boom, roasted. All right, Stowers. And he's going to be sacked. 4th and 19, and who else? JT Tualamoa. His first sack of the day. This man just cannot be stopped as he takes Stowers down. He evaded the first sack. Couldn't evade the second. JT Tualamoa and Mayan Williams now are going to be battling neck and neck for that. As they decide to punt on 4th and 19, probably the right decision as they are down 18. I mean, obviously it's not over, but Texas A&M, you got to get some defensive stops or create some momentum change. You got to get a pick. You got to get a fumble. You got to do something here. Yeah, we very likely could be having a Big Ten rematch, which Don't quote me on it, but I'm like 99% sure this would be the first time we've ever had the same conference in the title game. I don't think we've ever had that. And they hand it off here. Mayan, he finds the outside. It's an easy 8 for him. He has 2 touchdowns. As the third quarter is going to come to the end in the Rose Bowl, we're 1 quarter away from seeing one half of the Natty. Who is it going to be? Is it Ohio State going to make their 3rd straight, or is Texas A&M going to mount a comeback for the ages? That's disgusting. CJ Stroud, dual threat. Ugh. 9 minutes left. They run play action. He floats it wide open, man. Emeka Ekbuka. $15 for 19. A really good day for CJ. It's crunch time now. Texas A&M, you got to get a stop, as it takes 3 men to bring down Mayan. And remember, folks, right after this, the Orange Bowl between Michigan State and Washington. Banks McBurnfinger, the Heisman winner, will be on display. All right, Texas A&M, that's the first catch for Tim Bowen on the day. After having a really good first game, they've clamped him down at least. 3rd and 3. This is a must stop here for Texas A&M. What is the play call? Bowen in motion. They are going to throw it. He slings it deep, and it was dropped. Peter Parrish had it in his hands in double coverage, and he dropped it. So a rare mistake from an Ohio State receiver. That was a difficult catch for sure. CJ Stroud delivered an absolute piss missile, but Texas A&M lives. That might be what they needed to get back into this. Still can't believe that was a fumble. How'd they call that one a fumble? 7 hurries and 5 sacks for Ohio State. All right. Texas A&M down 18. They need some magic. Can Stowers deliver? Dumps that one to who else? Demas, his favorite target. He has 2 passing TDs here. Stowers, he's going to try to take this one off. He finds some room. I've never seen a quarterback so good at taking off from the pocket. I will say that about Stowers. Most time they just run to the line and fumble around. He, finds the hole. Once again, he does it again, and another first down. Stowers moving the ball. And he's almost up to 200 again. They hand it off, and LJ gets taken down. Another tackle for loss for JT Tuolamoa. That's 5 now. You'd have to be something really special, Skook, for me to do that, because the MVP dictates the server logo. So it would have to be insanely good. And I don't think Stowers is quite there. He's having a really great playoff, but I think the turnovers are kind of the downfall. He's fumbled twice today. Hands it off, LJ, and again, another negative yard play for JT. God damn. I mean, JT has 4 sacks, 10 TFLs, 2 fumble recoveries. JT, oh my, LJ Johnson running around with like a chicken with his head cut off there in the backfield. And he gets smoked by Tony Dowen. Yeah, JT's trying. If a defender's going to do it, it could be him. We'll see. He's definitely the defender of the so far these playoffs. There was a guy in Washington who has a sack and a pick 6. That's why he's on the list. The Cameron Fablipican or whatever. And then Dwayne Johnson has 2 sacks. As they are running on 4th and 12, a screen, and no! LJ Johnson, what are you doing? He had so much room. Oh, no! Oh, no, what a choke. He had the first down in his grasps. Oh, my. I can't believe it. You run a screen. They not once has worked all day on 4th and 12, right? You finally connect. You get all the blocks, and your guy runs out of bounds. Oh. You know what? That's what you get, A&M, for ruining the G5 magic. And not even, like, allowing us to have fun. You went up 2 scores within, like, 3 seconds. All right, so they're trying to make him fumble now. The knockoff Von Miller there from the safety spot. And Ohio State's going to try to run this clock out now. 4-minute offense time. 3rd and 6. How do you score 45 points and you're 2 for 8 on 3rd down? That's what I don't understand. Insane game today for Ohio State. And they're going to convert this one. Tyron Jefferson. The SFA player making an impact. Fresh set of downs, and that probably spells pretty much end to this game almost. So once again, we've only really had one great game so far in these playoffs. I mean, I think the Florida-Michigan State one was really enjoyable when it was starting to get close in the second half, but for that whole first half of the game, it really wasn't. A quick screen to Tyron. Doesn't work. This one was kind of close. Like, a lot of them is someone jumps out to a quick lead, and then they kind of try to come back a little bit, keep it within 10 to 7, you know, but it doesn't really feel like they're in the game. It feels like they're playing from behind. So, I don't know. We'll see what the next one brings, but you could definitely say Ohio State and Michigan State are the 2 best teams in the country. And he floats that one. It's dropped. Tyron Jefferson could not hang on. But everyone may be underestimating Washington, so we'll see. As Texas A&M will get the ball back. 3 minutes and some change left. Yeah. That's a tough one, Flame. Like, you had it on the goal line, too. That's the sad part. And Colt Brennan, he just threw such a, like, wimpy duck to the boundary. There's Day. He's loving it. Can he finally... They haven't fired him yet, even after... Dude, this man has 9 tackles, a sack, 2 fumble recoveries. 3 minutes left. Can Stowers, his legendary run, probably getting cut short here. He's going to attempt to get away, and he gets sacked. Oh, my. 2nd and 14. Tyleek Williams that time. You know, any user coach that loses in the semis, one thing, it is kind of tough, but at least you got to dunk on someone in the first round, right? Like, that's kind of fun. You know, at least you won one game. 2nd and 14. Stowers once again taking off. He's not been able to hang in the pocket really this entire playoff. I don't know if that's a anxiety issue, an offensive line issue, or just the fact that he doesn't know how to go from read to read. May be a one-read type of quarterback. Once again, he does the same thing. He breaks a tackle, and he's still running. That's another 15. Stowers up to 221. He's within 10 yards of going over 500 rushing yards in 2 games. And he's brought down again. Another sack. This one for Tyleik Williams again. 2 sacks on this drive for him. Yeah. Yeah, definitely user wins are much better, obviously. I wouldn't know. I can't fucking win a game against a user. Or Chad Barber. All right. On the 48. Time is ticking away. Technically not over because you still have your timeouts. Can get onside kicks or whatnot. And that is a first down. See, how cool would it be if in the next game they give you the option to turn on that 4th and 15? Like, just for, like, the SFA, it would be so much more exciting to see if they can convert a 4th and 15 because we see it so much more. As Yolkeith Brown finally makes an impact here, his 2nd catch. Because just the way they code these games, onside kicks suck. Like, it's impossible. It's like 1 in 15. Obviously, that's realistic, but it's still stupid. Stowers. Now, do you take a quick field goal here, and then you'll be down 2 scores? It's 3 no matter how you skin it. And he throws into double coverage. The first really bad throw of the day for Stowers. 3rd and 8. They're only 3 of 10 on 3rd down. Still down 18. They've had a terrible time in the red zone today. He's terrible throw behind his man. And Stowers is going to go back to the sideline, and they're going for it. So they're not even going to attempt to take a field goal to make it a 2-score game. They want the points now. It's going to be another screen pass, and that goes nowhere. Who would have thought? Whoever told Skook to run screens today needs to be fired. This offensive coordinator needs to be fired. Running screens on Ohio State is not the way to win. All right. Victory formation now. Can Mayan dunk on these guys a little bit more? Despite being a blowout, it didn't necessarily feel like it the entire time. But Ohio State looking to make their 3rd straight national championship. As Ole Miss somehow infiltrated the headsets and started calling screen passes over and over again. Stowers had one hell of a run in these playoffs. Arguably one of the greatest performances we've seen, but they fall short at the hands of Ohio State. But it's still a great season. Definitely a great first season. No Mickey Mouse champion. That's the most important part. No Mickey Mouse. Let's go. Fuck you, Skook. And as we hit 000, Ohio State earns their 3rd straight national championship appearance. This has been their goal with this core for 3 straight years. Can they finally get over the hump and win a natty? We will see on Sunday as they take out the Cinderella Texas A&M 45-27. Honestly, kind of how I expected it to go. I didn't, man. So last time in the Natty, we saw C.J. Stroud just completely just suck ass. And if you remember Travion Henderson as well, he was a Heisman winner that year, and he sucked ass as well. It was just Utah somehow just showed up and played amazing. So we'll see what happens this year. Definitely going to be an interesting matchup. I think Washington probably gives this Ohio State offense the hardest time. But we've already seen Michigan State as the only team to beat them. So really going to be a crazy natty. I think either game will be close. But after scoring 65, Texas A&M could only muster 27. Probably would have liked to move a couple of those points over to the next round. beautiful shots here. We're going to check out the stats. We love stats. Thank God Eli Stowers is not an SFA player. He would have easily been on Team of the Year after that one. All right, so we're going to check out the losers first. Eli Stowers, decent day through the air for the first time. 231, 2 TDs, no interceptions. Rushing the ball, though, 2 fumbles. That's the big issue for him. He only got 1 TD rushing today, but he still got 220 yards. So he does finish with 8 total touchdowns in the CFP, a little under 500 rushing yards, about 480, I believe, 483, and 6 touchdowns on the ground. Not too shabby at all. Johnson had a bad day on the ground. Demas had a great day. Keith Brown, really disappointing CFP for the senior. And then on defense, Goings, that's the problem. They did not get any pressure. And we didn't even really see Solomon do anything either, the SFA player. And now let's check out Ohio State. CJ Stroud, maybe finding his way into the mix for CFP MVP, but I don't think so. I think it's pretty well. He did have 3 rushing TDs today, but Mayan Williams, another 167. He's up to 5 total touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Mecca Buga finally woke up. Peter Parrish did get himself a touchdown, even though he had that drop. And then on defense, 3 tackles for loss for Dowing, Richard Dunn. He had himself a sack, Court Williams, but this is the big one. JT Tuilamoa, 6 tackles for loss. He added a sack today, but he had 2 fumble recoveries, which were massive. So, yeah, definitely a fun one. All right, so let me set complete the prediction here. So who gets all of these channel points? That's the question. So most of the money was on Texas A&M, and they are going to everyone else. If you just won a shitload of channel points, congratulations. As JT Tuilamoa earns the Defensive Player of the Game 2 games in a row. So they gave it to Stroud over Mayan on offense. All right, let's save that. Alrighty, I want to thank you guys all for joining in. There's 2 games left in season 10. So I'm gonna take about 5-10 minute break. Gonna go to the bathroom, get set up for the next game, and I'll see you guys all shortly. Thank you so much for watching.